I have kicked it, I've given it a stern talking to, I have even unplugged it and plugged it back in again. And yet, despite all of my efforts, our Samsung dryer here still sounds like this. Well, after having had to deal with that for several weeks now, I've finally decided to do something about it, and I'm going to take you all along for the ride. What's up everyone, Dan here, and today I want to talk to you all about a problem plaguing society the world over. Squeaky Samsung dryers. So, why does it happen? Well, most often it's due to failed bearings inside of rollers like this one, which are what hold the drum up and allow it to spin. So, I purchased a set of new ones, and I'm going to show y'all how to replace these noisy little boogers. Let's do it! First things first, always unplug an appliance before you begin working on it. Next, there are 2 screws on the back of the dryer that need to be removed in order to take the top of the dryer off. I am using an 8mm socket here to do so. There are a couple of wires going to the control panel here that need to be disconnected. They just have a little tab that you need to push on, and then you can pull them apart. There are 2 screws inside the door that need to come out, and then 4 on top of the front panel. Once you have the screws removed, to remove the front panel, simply pull it out and then lift it up. There's a wire going to the door sensor, which must be removed. Again, there's a little tab that you push down, and then the wire pulls out. To remove this frame piece, undo the 4 screws on the sides and then the 2 screws holding the frame to the exhaust duct, and then you can lift the frame up and pull it out. As you can see here, my rollers do not spin freely, so they are clearly shot. While you've got your dryer apart, now would be a great time to clean up all that lint that escapes the exhaust duct and settles inside of the dryer. When attaching the new rollers, you'll reuse the washers and the nuts from the old ones, so make sure you hang on to those. There should be 2 washers and 1 nut per roller. Now that the rollers have been replaced, the dryer can start going back together. Loop the belt around the drum, and then put the drum back into place by setting its lip on the rollers in the rear. You can now reach underneath the drum and reattach the belt to the motor and the tensioner. Once you have the belt attached, give the drum a spin or two to make sure the belt is correctly seated and does not fall out of place. Using the 2 screws, reattach the exhaust duct to the frame, and then reattach the frame to the body of the dryer, ensuring that the rollers are correctly supporting the drum by its lip. Now replace the 4 screws which secure the frame to the body of the dryer. Ensure the wires are clipped back into place. This prevents the drum from potentially snagging one of the wires. Now replace the 4 screws which hold this upper frame piece into place. When replacing the door, hook it onto the tabs protruding from the bottom of the dryer first, reconnect the door sensor wire, and then push on the top of the door to snap it back into place. It can now be securely screwed back in. Replace the 2 screws which fasten the lint catcher to the door. Reattach the 2 wires to the control panel, and then pop the control panel back into place. Now the top of the dryer can be replaced and securely fastened with the 2 screws. And that is it for this Samsung dryer repair. While it did take a couple of hours, there was nothing terribly technical or complicated about it, so it's something even a novice DIYer can handle. And considering the new rollers were only about 18 bucks on Amazon, and it probably would have cost $150 to $200 to pay somebody to come do this for us, it was well worth the time investment. We'll include a link to the listing in the description down below if you feel like you're up for tackling this repair yourself. I hope you found this video informative and useful. If you did, please show your support by clicking that like button, and maybe even consider subscribing to our channel. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on another episode very soon. Bye-bye.